श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी का हम भारत के सबसे बड़े सेमीकंडक्टर और इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स शो सेमिकॉन 2025 में हृदय से स्वागत करते हैं, अभिनंदन करते हैं। माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी, आपके सक्षम मार्गदर्शन में इंडिया सेमीकंडक्टर मिशन एक ऐसा संकल्प, एक ऐसा अभियान बन गया है जिसने केवल 4 वर्षों में ही देश की सेमीकंडक्टर यात्रा को विजन से वास्तविकता में बदल दिया है, जो सदी के तकनीकी नक्शे पर भारत का नाम सबसे ऊपर अंकित करने का सफल अभियान बन रहा है। आइए अपने हृदय के उद्गार अपनी तालियों के माध्यम से प्रस्तुत करते हुए विश्व के सबसे लोकप्रिय राजनेता माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी का पुनः अभिनंदन करें। We also extend a warm and respectful welcome to Shri Ashwini Vaishnav, Honorable Union Minister for Electronics and Information Technology, Information and Broadcasting and Railways. Srimati Rekha Gupta, Honorable Chief Minister, Delhi. Shri Jitin Prasad, Honorable Minister of State for Electronics and Information Technology and Commerce and Industry. And Shri S. Krishnan, Secretary, Minister of Electronics and Information Technology. And I take immense pleasure in welcoming the global semiconductor leaders, industry leaders, innovators, startups, students, academia, and representatives from central and state governments and all our esteemed guests. देवी और सज्जनों, सेमीकंडक्टर सिर्फ एक चिप नहीं है, बल्कि ये आधुनिक सभ्यता की धड़कन, इसकी जीवन रेखा है। इसे लेकर भारत हर स्तर पर आज अपने सपनों को आकार दे रहा है, ताकि हम आत्मनिर्भर बन सकें। और इस विराट परिवर्तन के पीछे है भारत के माननीय प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी। वे नेता जिन्होंने आत्मनिर्भर भारत का सपना देखा, वे दूरदृष्टा जिन्होंने डिजिटल इंडिया की गाथा रची और जो आज भारत को सेमीकंडक्टर जगत का विश्व गुरु बनाने के पथ पर अग्रसर कर रहे हैं। इस सुअवसर पर मैं माननीय केंद्रीय मंत्री श्री अश्विनी वैष्णव जी से सादर अनुरोध करती हूं कि कृपया माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी को एक अत्यंत विशेष स्मृति चिन्ह भेंट कर उनका अभिनंदन करें। और स्मृति चिन्ह में है विक्रम 32 बिट प्रोसेसर। ये चिप इसरो और सेमीकंडक्टर लैब में तैयार किया है। साथ में है 4 अप्रूव्ड प्रोजेक्ट्स की टेस्ट चिप्स और 28 चिप्स जिन्हें छात्रों ने चिप्स टू स्टार्टअप प्रोग्राम के तहत तैयार किया है। इनका फैब्रिकेशन और पैकेजिंग मोहाली के सेमीकंडक्टर हब में तैयार किया गया है। आपका आभार माननीय मंत्री जी। आदरणीय अतिथिगण, देश तकनीक की नई क्रांति का सूत्रपात कर रहा है। केवल 4 वर्षों में ही भारत ने शून्य से शिखर की ओर कदम बढ़ाते हुए सेमीकंडक्टर जगत में अद्भुत प्रगति की है। भारत की सेमीकंडक्टर मिशन की ऐतिहासिक नींव कैसे आत्मनिर्भरता की नई परिभाषा गढ़ रही है, इस शॉर्ट फिल्म के माध्यम से आइए डालते हैं इस पर नजर।
Every great revolution starts with a spark that spreads its energy. And changes the landscape around it forever. Semiconductors. The tiny silicon marvels that beat at the heart of every device. Semiconductors are the new oil, powering intelligence. In the last 10 years, under Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi's visionary leadership, transformative policy reforms have driven exponential growth in India's electronics manufacturing sector. India's semiconductor market is projected to reach $110 billion by 2030 in the $1 trillion global semiconductor market. India's semiconductor mission started with launch of Semicon India program in December 2021, with a vision of positioning India as a trusted global partner in the semiconductor supply chain. This landmark initiative marked a turning point for India's transformation into a global semiconductor hub. DLI scheme empowers domestic companies with support up to 50% cost for chip design and 6 to 4% of net sales turnover, along with EDA tools, third-party IP cores and post-SI validation.
हमारा सपना है कि दुनिया की हर डिवाइस में इंडियन मेड चिप हो।
10 projects approved. These include Silicon Fab, silicon carbide fab and 8 packaging facilities producing 24 billion chips annually. With focused investments, policy support and collaboration across industry and academia, India's semiconductor revolution is taking shape across the country. There are 20% of the world's semiconductor design engineers in India. Under DLI scheme, 23 startups have been approved for designing semiconductor chips. 60,000 students trained under the Chips to Startup program. Together with Design-Linked Initiative Scheme, electronic design automation tools provided to over 280 plus institutes and 72 startups, making it the world's largest centralized EDA tools facility provided to students. These transformative projects will open up thousands of new job opportunities for startups, technicians and engineers. Revised semiconductor curriculum implemented by AICTE in more than 500 institutes. MOUs and MOCs with the US, Japan, Singapore and the EU. Partnerships with multiple countries for R&D and workforce development. India, it is crafting an overall ecosystem that is growing rapidly with investment commitments coming from global majors. Under New Bharat, industry will be encouraged to do R&D and setting up manufacturing facilities for equipment, semiconductor-grade chemicals, gases and materials for the development of complete ecosystem.
और अब भारत अगले 25 वर्षों के लक्ष्य पर काम कर रहा है.
From spark to silicon, from ambition to achievement, Bharat is rising and emerging as a reliable and trusted partner in global supply chains. This is Bharat, building the next semiconductor powerhouse. Jai Hind.
नई ऊर्जा और दूरगामी दृष्टिकोण के साथ सेमीकंडक्टर महाशक्ति बनने की दिशा में अग्रसर है भारत. देवी और सज्जनों, निवेशकों, शोधकर्ताओं और नीति निर्माताओं के साथ प्रतिभाओं का महाकुंभ है सेमिकॉन इंडिया 2025. और अब मैं केंद्रीय इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स एवं सूचना एवं प्रौद्योगिकी मंत्री माननीय श्री अश्विनी वैष्णव जी को स्वागत उद्बोधन के लिए आमंत्रित करती हूं. सेमिकॉन इंडिया 2025 हमारे लिए केवल एक आयोजन नहीं बल्कि एक संकल्प पर्व है. एक विश्वास का उद्घोष कि भारत तकनीक का बाजार नहीं निर्माता बनेगा, उपभोक्ता नहीं दुनिया का विश्वसनीय साझेदार बनेगा. ऑनरेबल मिनिस्टर फॉर द वेलकम एड्रेस.
Honorable Prime Minister of India Shri Narendra Modi ji, Honorable Chief Minister of Delhi Srimati Rekha Gupta ji, Honorable Chief Minister of Odisha Shri Mohan Charan Majhi ji, my colleague in the ministry Shri Jiten Prasad ji, distinguished industry leaders, students and guests from all around the world. Namaste and a very warm welcome to Semicon 2025. Friends, just a few years ago, we met for the first time to make a new beginning. Driven by our Prime Minister's far-sighted vision, we launched the India Semiconductor Mission. We collected together a team of globally renowned industry leaders and we started the new journey with laser-sharp focus on execution. And here we are today. In a short span of 3.5 years, we have the world looking at India with confidence. Today, construction of 5 semiconductor units is going on at a rapid pace. Pilot line of 1 unit is completed and we just presented the first Made in India chip to Honorable Prime Minister. Two more units will start production in a few months from now. The design of 5 more units is progressing very well. Ecosystem partners for chip manufacturing are all here. Overall, we can say that the foundation of this foundational industry is laid very well. Friends, we are living in unprecedented times. Global policy turmoil has created huge uncertainty. In these turbulent times, India stands as a lighthouse of stability and growth. In these uncertain times, friends, you should come to India because our policy is stable. We have managed the semiconductor mission in a transparent and professional way. We have attempted to cover all the important manufacturing sectors, from power electronics to consumer electronics to automobiles to defense and strategic sectors. Our decisions are backed by rigorous analysis done by professionals from the semiconductor industry. Friends, you should also come to India because demand is strong. Our electronics production has grown 6 times in the last decade, and electronics exports have grown 8 times. Demand for semiconductors is increasing every quarter as Make in India propels new plants in every sector. So this is the time for you to be in India. Friends, you should also come to India because we have a deep pool of talent. You might remember that in 2022, we promised 85,000 semiconductor engineers over 10 years. And we took that target to a whole new scale. Our Prime Minister always inspires us to think beyond the limits, and that's what we did in this semiconductor mission. Today, we have provided the latest EDA tools to 278 universities. Which country in the world can claim this kind of talent development program, friends? And by now, 60,000 engineering students have already worked on these EDA tools for more than 13 million hours, and the 17 student teams who have designed the chips and taped them out, these chips were today presented to Honorable Prime Minister. Friends, this kind of talent development shows our commitment, our Prime Minister's long-term vision to making India a semiconductor nation. Friends, you should also come to India because we have a vibrant startup ecosystem. Our startups are earning the confidence of investors. Every day we hear investors investing in the design semiconductor startups. Their IPs are increasingly embedded in products of leading international manufacturers. Industry leaders, you should also come to India because we are now on a path to becoming a product nation. Our design capabilities, which are very well known, our deep talent pool, again growing exponentially, and now the manufacturing facilities which are getting developed in India will give you a unique advantage. You will grow with India's growth. I would like to reiterate what our Prime Minister said at Semicon 2024. Our Prime Minister had said, when chips are down, you can bet on India. The recent Q1 growth of 7.8% is a proof of what our Prime Minister said. India is a dynamic economy full of resilience and potential. I once again welcome you all and thank you so much for being a part of this historic journey.